Right, hi guys, it's been a while, on the bikes anyway. Welcome back to the channel. It's me and the dog again in the garage. And we are on the CBR600. Now this is a unexpected video that I'm going to do. You probably saw the thumbnail. We have water pump, coolant pump. So I came across a problem on the bike, a bit of a leak from the water pump. So I've had to source a second-hand one. Actually, rewind a little bit. So the bike went through its MOT, no problems at all. I've ridden it only the once because I've been waiting for the rain in the UK. I've had nothing but rain all winter and spring. So we are now early May, and so I've been out on the bike, and that's when I discovered the coolant leak, when it's got up to temperature and what have you. So only a small dribble. Now I did start stripping the unit down just to see what the problem was, and I thought, hang on, this could be helpful to some of the guys on YouTube. Maybe somebody wants to see this done. So I've actually reassembled it, as you can see, hence why the coolant has been drained. And I think if you look back on some of the early videos, it does show you that, but it's simple. It's this bolt. Release this bolt here, which is marked on there by this little triangle, the arrow. Undo that and take the radiator cap off and be ready, because it comes out with some fair gusto into the bucket. And then I'll get to it and show you how to strip it down and pull the pump apart, take the pump out and put a new one in. So yeah, hang tight, here we go. So like I've just said, this is the drain bolt. You'll see on the casting here there's an arrow head. That is to show which is the drain bolt. As I've also explained, I've already drained the coolant, but I'll just show you anyway. So it's a 10mm socket, and you just pull that out and the coolant will come out of there. It'll come out faster once you take the cap off of the radiator to allow air in, which lets the fluid out. Catch that. It's not much, can't remember how much, but there's not much. I used a 5 litre bucket and it's plenty big enough. And then just proceed to release all of these hoses. So you've got 5 in total. So you've got this large one, there's one behind it, which I tried to get you in there to see that. So there's one behind it here. There's a really small one here, medium here, and a large at the back there. So 5 in total. So I'll take those off now and stop gibbering on. I'll also explain and show you what the problem is with mine. It's a very strange issue. So that's the first clip released. Like I have explained, I've already had these apart, so these will come off much easier for me than they probably will for you guys. If you're struggling to get them to move like so, choose a nice smoothed off screwdriver. That's what I did. Prise it in. You can squirt a little bit WD-40 down there as well, and then once you turn it, it'll just allow it to pop off nice and easy. And the same down here. So now the one at the back there, I found that quite difficult to get access to. So what I thought was, if we take off the front of the front cover of the pump, we'll make it a bit easier. So there's another bolt down the side there, which is 10mm socket. Just be careful when you put them back not to mix them up. One of them's got a brass washer on here for sealing. The other one is just standard. So I'll clean those up before I put them back. So that's a 10mm socket for those. And then you need an 8mm for the other two. If I get the right one, there we go. 8mm. Now you will expect to get some fluids pouring out of here. So if you can see, I've got this tray which just dribbles and catches it, but as I said, I've already done this once. But this is just for your purposes really, just to show you guys. Give it a tap, bring it away. Now this seal here, I've ordered a new one of these, even though I've got a new pump. I'm going to split the pump anyway just to check it. But those are still readily available, so I'll put a new one of those on. Now you can see, you can get to this pipe here. So this one goes from the bottom of the pump round there to the bottom of the oil filter housing. So that's to cool the engine oil. So yeah, let's take that one off. Right, you will see the issue I have now. I can show it clearly. So this small one that we're just talking about, the one I've just taken away from the bottom here, on this pump, it's actually broken off. It's just broken off. It was just had a hole in it before, but it's so weak. So there is the spigot that was inside the pipe there, look. It didn't have a decent sized hole in that, and they just covered it with the pipe. The previous owner covered it with the pipe and hoped that the clamp would seal that hole, which clearly it's not going to. So that pump body is kaput. So yeah, that was my issue. Just got the last one to take off now, which is this larger one here. And then I managed to squeeze a pair of grips on and it pulled off like that. There we go. There's the clip, Jubilee clip, hose clip. And then it's quite simply a case of just give it a little wiggle and a pull, and the pump body just pulls forward. Just one other little point to note, you don't have to drain the engine oil. I've got the bike on its centre stand and the level of the oil is fine within the bottom of the engine there, in the sump. The level is just below the hole for the pump, so you don't have to do any of that draining. There's the driving dog for the pump there, if you can see that. As you can see from this second-hand pump I've got, you can see you don't actually have to split the pump in half to take it away from the bike. You just need to take out the two bolts that need an 8mm socket. The two with the 10, those two, they just hold the cover to the main pump body. One of them being the drain screw, which has got the arrow head showing there on that casting. But I just thought it might be worth pointing that out. There is the screws. I give them a little clean up on the wire wheel just to get rid of the bit of crud that was on there. Right, so remember the one with that marking on, that's for the drain bolt, so not this one. As you can see, there's no sealing washer on there, copper washer. That goes in that other hole. There's the one with the sealing washer on it. A little bit of grease, and put that in the correct hole there. We don't want that corroding anymore. It's already corroded a bit, and I guess that's what's caused the spigot to come off on the other pump, that one there, because it's the same corrosion pattern there. You can just see that, just where it's located at the bottom of the bike. So what we're going to do now, you've got to get this lined up with the internal drive dog. So I'm just going to have a visual inside. So if the pump sits at that angle, that driving dog is kind of round at like 2 o'clock. Let's give that a try. Wind it up, trap that cable. Yeah, that's it, located. It's the shortest one goes in the top, longest one goes in the bottom. Right, I've just spotted a small problem on this one. This pump that I've just fitted, it's got a pipe missing, an outlet missing from the pump. So we're right for the medium, but remember that little small one, it hasn't got that tail there, because this pump was off the injection model and mine is the carb model. So it goes up there towards the carbs as far as I can see. So I've just got to, it's an easy fix. All I've got to do is swap the front plate of that pump body. So yeah, I'll quickly swap that over. There we go. That's that swapped. So I've got the large, medium and small now. Small mistake, but easily rectified. The other thing I noticed, might be worth pointing out, you've got to get this hose clip in that orientation as you see there. It's the only way to go. If you put it the other way around, it'll nick this cable, and there ain't enough space if you put it down this side. So you've got to put it across, which is why to take the cover off for the front sprocket. So yeah, just a couple of points there to note. Now the last two. There's this small one underneath at the back. This is the one that had the broken spigot. Not much room under here. Then for the large one for the bottom, I've got a new piece. It's not the correct one, but it's actually better. It's thicker walled. It's a higher spec. It's just not got the pre-bent kinks in it, but that'll be absolutely fine. That's a pump fitted. Yeah, so anyway, I'll start it up and check there's no leaks. So apologies for the noise, because it does have this lovely stainless exhaust on, and they're not the quietest of things. So if there's any leaks, we'll see them in that tray, but I'm pretty sure there won't be. So yeah, turn that off. So thanks again for watching, guys. Hope that's been helpful to somebody. Maybe if you're thinking of taking it to a garage and you've got a few tools, a little bit of knowledge, maybe this is just the tipping point where you think, actually, I can have a go at that. Yeah, so go for a ride on her this weekend. Thanks for watching, guys. Catch you next time.